All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are moving on to the next time period. Who can raise their hand and tell me what you think the next time period is? Abstract Expressionism. Based on what we know about Expressionism, what do you think this is going to be about? Sorry, Richard.
Like the past Expressionism.
Okay. What did they do in Expressionism? They express their feelings. Abstract Expressionism does the same thing a little bit differently. Hit it. So Abstract Expressionism. Hit it again. We are talking about 70 years ago. We're talking about 1940 to 1950. This is one of the most famous abstract expressionist painters ever. His name is Jackson Pollock, and we're going to be talking about him in a second. But abstract expressionism talks about abstract art. Abstract art is stuff that you can't tell what the heck is going on in the picture.
Obviously.
It looks like a hot mess. Splatter painting, or finger painting, or the Kandinsky art that we did when you guys were third graders. Sorry if you remember that. That is all abstract art. You can't tell what it is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be anything. It has no subject. It uses lines, shapes, and colors. That is all it uses to create its message. And with the abstract expressionism, they wanted to show their feelings through their artwork. And they did it in an abstract way. And it's trying to create an emotion. Okay? So we have two artists that we're going to be talking about. The first one is Mark Rothko. Rothko did paintings. The first ones he did was just like scribbles. And then he did solid blocks of color. So I want you to raise your hand and tell me what you think this emotion was supposed to be. Cooper, why do you think that?
Because like sometimes when you're sad, people say, "I'm feeling blue."
Exactly. When you think of sad, the color that you think of might be blue. What do you think they were what feeling or emotion was it in this one, Cameron?
Mad.
Mad. Why do you think that?
Because like red and black.
They're angry colors, right? If you're angry, you might see red, right? That's an expression that they say. Red and black could be angry colors. What do you think this one is? So it's kind of tricky. This is the hardest one. Tristan?
When he's mad, sad, but a little bit happy.
So he's confused. His feelings are conflicting. He might be angry at his mom or something. You still love your mom when you're angry at her, right? Yeah? But you're conflicted. You're like, eh. And there's a whole bunch of emotions going on. So we have a whole bunch of emotions going on in this one. Now this one is just a whole big mess. And it was like his beginning of thinking about abstract expressionism. So there's not a lot of emotions. He might have been feeling a lot of emotions. But he focused on one or two emotions towards the later part of his career. Now we're talking about the All-Star. This is like the MVP, the LeBron James of abstract expressionism. Jackson Pollock. He is known for abstract expressionism. He's the one that made it famous. What feeling do you think Jackson Pollock was feeling in this painting? Maybe sad. Why do you think that? Okay, it's black. It's got black and white, and it looks very sad. What else? He could have been scared. Black could be a scared color, too.
He could have felt empty inside.
Empty inside. He could have felt depressed and empty inside. Because black has all those things. Is black a happy color? No. If you were happy, would you paint black all over your painting?
It's like a It's like a
no, you wouldn't. What about this one? What do you think he was feeling in this one? Just
Confused?
maybe confused because there's a whole bunch of colors going on in here. We have blue, we have red, we have yellow, we have white, we have black. He's like, I don't know what's going on. All my emotions are just like everywhere and I'm going crazy, and so I'm just going to paint all of them. Just going to put all of them on the canvas. What about this one?
Like happy?
Happy. Why do you think happy? There's a lot of colors. There's a lot of bright colors. There's no black in this painting. It's all like he's having a party. When I look at this painting, I think of he's having a party. Because there is yellow and red and blue and white and all this big fun stuff going on.
Why does he never put green in this?
Because, I don't know, maybe he was never a calm person. Jackson Pollock was not a calm person. He was always moving. And calm is like a green color. Green is like a very calm color. When you go out into nature and you're surrounded by all the trees and the green, do you feel like punching something?
Yes.
Not really. You feel kind of calm. Trees and nature and the color green is a very calming color. So we're gonna watch. So this is only 70 years ago.
Only.
This is only 70 years ago. So we're gonna watch a video of Jackson Pollock actually doing his paintings.
I was zero when this happened. I was negative like so. Just ignore me.
So he would often listen to music, and he would have these giant canvases that he'd put on the ground, and then he'd take his paint, usually smoking a cigarette because this is 70 years ago, it was very common, and he would just splatter his paint all over in whatever emotion and whatever beat of the music that he was feeling. So you can see him painting, and he has a whole paint bucket. He's not doing this lightly. He's got a whole paint bucket that he's doing it with. Okay? Milo, you can hit next. Okay, next again. No, hit next.
Oh yeah, let's listen to it. It's got good vibes.
There we go. All right, who has questions before we talk about our project?
Ooh, I thought they didn't have cameras back then. Oh, yeah.
70 years ago they did. This is the 1940s and 50s.
Oh, that's when my mom was born.
Exactly, that's when my mom was born.
Oh my god. So then,
My parents were alive when Jackson Pollock was alive. Jackson Pollock didn't die until the 1980s.
he was a very famous. Did your parents?
No. But Jackson Pollock didn't die until like 30 years ago. He was alive and doing awesome art up until about 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
So it's a very recent art time period. Yes, Trey.
My grandma was born around that time.
Okay, you guys, I'm old enough to be your mom, so yeah, that makes sense. Well, that was a black and white video, mostly. Or it was a very old video, so it's very grainy and not very good quality. Not like the HD where you can see the pores of people that we have today.
Is he still alive?
No, he died in the 1980s. He died about 30 years ago.
2018.
Okay? All right, so next
70 years ago.
we're going to watch a video. And you're going to see exactly what we're going to do with our project. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are working on our abstract expressionism splatter paint feelings. So with abstract expressionism, artists would express their feelings through their art. And that is what we are going to do today. You are going to first go on to Google Classroom, and you are going to look at the link that I have there of a list of feeling words. And I want you to pick a feeling word that you either don't know what it means or you don't use very often. So I don't want any happy, sad, angry, any of those easy feeling words that you guys use all the time. You're gonna pick a feeling word, and then you are going to draw it out in bubble letters on your paper. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'll be right back. So I have my feeling word, which is elated. And we are going to be basically giving a definition based on the colors that we choose for our words. So I want you to think about what my word might mean based on the colors that I'm going to do. So all you're going to need for this is some liquid watercolor, a straw, and a cup of water. And after you have your word drawn out, all you're going to do is you're going to dip your straw into the liquid watercolor. You don't need a lot. And then you are going to blow. And you're going to create a splatter paint effect. And you're going to do this as many times as you want with one color. Before you switch colors, you will dip your straw into the water. We don't want to mix any colors in our liquid watercolor. So you can also blow or spread around the watercolor by blowing through your straw, like you can see that I'm doing here. So I'm going to finish up splatter painting all of my different colors, and then I will be right back at the end. Okay, now I'm done with my splatter paint, and I've used yellow, orange, and magenta. So, my word is elated. What do you think the word elated means based on my color choices? So, elated means happy, and that's what I think of when I think of orange and yellow and pink all put together. So, my word is a happy word. You're going to choose your colors based on what the definition of your word is. After you are finished splatter painting, you will take a Sharpie and you will outline your word using the Sharpie. Now, if your painting's a little wet, you gotta let it dry a little bit. And then you're gonna put your paper on the drying rack, and you are done with abstract expressionism. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. Hope you have fun with this, guys. Thanks for watching and have a great time.